Hello everybody, my name is D-MEX. Welcome back to another video. Now, I wanted to do this for a long time. If you would have known by my video of me getting my camera recorder. Now, what am I going to do is read 5 creepy stories to you guys. Now, I suggest you guys turn off the lights and sit back and relax. Let's get into it. The first story we have is Friends. Two friends, Mike and Jim, were hanging out at Jim's house one day. Mike got up to use the bathroom. While he was gone, Jim heard a loud crash of breaking glass from inside the bathroom. He asked Mike what had happened and heard his friend's voice replying, "Nothing, I'm fine." When Mike came out of the bathroom, he told Jim he had to leave. As he left, Jim noticed something strange. The lettering on Mike's shirt appeared to be written backwards. Thinking nothing of it, Jim walked into the bathroom to see what caused the loud crash. When he opened the door, his blood froze. Lying on the bathroom floor was Mike's dead body, covered in blood and broken glass. In the bathroom mirror was a gaping hole, as if something had jumped out. That was story number 1. Story number 2 is Crybaby. Last night I woke up to the sound of something crying. It was an eerie sound and surprisingly loud as well. Although I wanted to get up and check it out. I was a bit scared and tired, so I ignored it by hiding under the covers. Today at breakfast, I told my roommate about it. "It was me," she replied, with a tone of fear in her voice. I replied, "What a relief." "I thought," she replied with, "I was crying because I saw something watching you while you were sleeping." That was story number 2. Alright. Story number 3. There's something on the stairs. When I was a kid, I would race up to the top of the stairs as fast as I could. Like it was some sort of silly game. Well, I must have been 5 or 6 at the time. I'm not sure, but I know I was very small. Somewhere along the way, a voice at the top of the stairs started whispering to me. It was making bets with me, such as, "I bet you a penny you can't make it to the top of the stairs." I don't really think there was a certain amount of time or something. As I said, I was very small, so I probably don't have any counting abilities. Anyway, I recall just sitting at the top of the stairs, having conversations with the voice about the bedding, of course. Eventually, the voice, it was like a whisper of a man's voice on not my own voice in my head, started to bet me my life. Instead of pennies, it'd say, "I bet you your life you can't make it up the stairs." As I got older, it stopped. I never really thought about it all. I never mentioned it to anyone until one night I was sleeping over at my brother's place, and we were talking about spooky stories. Out of nowhere, I brought the voice at the top of the stairs, and my brother got all quiet. Before I even mentioned anything, he said, "Did it make bets with you?" We both looked at each other, horrified. That was story number 3. We got 2 more stories left. One sec. Okay. The second story, not the fourth story, is I sat on the bus. I sat on the bus on my way to school, listening to music and paying little to no attention of other students. At one of the stops, my mind snapped back to reality. I looked towards the small house, Tommy's house. I thought a hand slapped through the darps of the window and waved the bus driver to move on. He's sick, I thought, paying no large amount of attention to the situation. The day flew by. I watched the local news channel after school, and what I heard paralyzed me. Tommy's entire family were murdered that day by an unknown suspect. After hearing this news, I moved up to my room and quietly fell asleep. The next day, I sat on the bus. We drove past Tommy's house, and the bus driver, unaware of Tommy's family's fate, stopped at his house. As I was about to get up and explain what had happened, something caught my eye. A pale hand slapped through the darps of the window and waved the bus driver to move on. I sat on the bus, terrified. That was story number 4. The last story is called The Licked Hand. I'm going to try to go fast because my battery's almost dead. A beautiful young woman is left home alone with only her dog to protect her. On the news that night, they announced there was a serial killer on the loose in the area. Before she goes to bed, she locks all the doors and tries to lock the windows. But the one in the basement won't lock. She decides to leave it unlocked, but locks the basement door and goes to bed. Her dog takes a customary place under her bed. In the deep of night, she awakes to a dripping sound coming from the bathroom. Half awake, the girl feels the comforting lick of the dog and falls back to sleep. She reawakes to the dripping sound, reaches her hand down to the dog, where she feels the recovering lick and falls back to sleep. Once more she awakes to the dripping sound. She reaches her hand down and feels her dog lick her hand. Now curious about the dripping sound, she gets up and slowly walks towards the bathroom. The dripping sound getting louder. As she approaches, she reaches the bathroom and turns on the light. She is greeted by a terrific sight. Hanging from the shower nozzle is her dog with its throat slit open and its blood dripping into the bathroom. Something on the bathroom mirror catches her eye. She turns around. Written on the wall in her dog's blood are the words, "Humans can lick too." Well, that was scary story time. Hopefully you guys want more of this. If you don't, that's fine. I'll most likely still upload them. But if you guys do want more, give a like, maybe even comment down below saying, "Hey Diego, I want more of this." Because why not? I like this stuff. See you guys next time. Oh, and watch your back.